Metroid Prime, a trilogy that far exceeded expectations, much like the beloved Star Wars. But with evolving technology, should you even be bothered digging out your old Gamecube and booting it up? The last release of the series is now 16 years old. Is there a solid reason not to release a sequel though? Nintendo announced in early 2024 that the fourth game is not up to standards, so Nintendo ended up scrapping the progress, and much like in 2002, setting the long-due game into Retro Studios' hands. With this statement, I hope there will still be a fourth game in the near future. Since the last release is over 15 years old, surely the graphics or something is outdated. My answer to that is a yes. There are definitely some outdated aspects, like a lot of retro games. But to some that's the beauty of it, to others that's the ick. Metroid's the biggest weak spots for me are 1. The controls. I don't know why I went into this game thinking the controls were modern. You can't even look up. Nintendo added the C-stick, right? And probably 2, the graphics. Although not being terrible, it's definitely not up to today's standards. I don't really know if this one counts, but 3. I got lost so often, I even had to resort to IGN for help. Although, this may just be because I'm bad, but this game is definitely hard at times. To be honest, these are minor flaws, and hopefully you won't have too much trouble with them. This game does so much right. First of many, the music. This may just be my favourite music of any retro game. The talent overall is just great. In fact, that's the music I've chosen to play in the background for this video. Second now is the new mechanics added to the Metroid series. The scan visor and the lock-on, just to name 2. The lock-on is so useful. This will help you a lot. And the scan visor you can do so much with. Scan your enemy, scan puzzles, and some people's favourite, the lore. Third, the creativity. The link with Metroid Fusion, fitting this massive game into one 2GB disc, something not even mobile games can do today. The second game in the trilogy is arguably better. For those who love challenges, this is a harder, much harder game. Not just because of the new added Dark World, but everything, from the puzzles to the bosses. Also, the second game added something controversial for me: multiplayer. You're really a hardcore single player person who doesn't love multiplayer. Overall, this was and still is a great first release and beautifully
nice
by
shot.
a small studio rising to fame. With some minor hiccups you may find while playing through. If you own a Gamecube or are thinking about getting one, this is a must. You have to pick this game up. That's not all. To put the cherry on top, this game is crazy cheap most of the time. That's all for today. I'll see you on the next one.